Hey guys, what's good? You awake? Yeah, you awake? You're welcome to the third podcast episode. I feel what's the name of this pod again?
X-Files.
X-Files. See how happy I am to say it.
I know. And today we have a very special guest, a throwback, if you will.
Hey.
We have Angel Okosa.
Hey.
Say hi to the fans.
Hi everyone, I'm so happy to be here.
Yes. So Angel is someone from my past. We went to the same secondary school together. So you can imagine that there's a lot to unpack here.
Absolutely.
You know, from then till now, present, past, all of that. But yeah, let's get into it.
I know I speak for every man when we heard someone from my past. I was like, yes, finally you bring it forward. I was like, you know me. I'm
People
like,
are chasing you, I do. Things are chasing you.
for the day that I get cancelled for not supporting,
Oh,
I need
God.
you guys to see all the days when I supported.
Oh.
No, he actually knows that he'll get cancelled one day. We're
supported.
banking on it.
they were like, oh, she's from her past and everything. I'm like, yeah, I support this. Like, just tell me the good parts, you know. Was this your past? This is like high school?
Yeah.
So, please tell me like it was an all-girls school.
No, it was not. It was mixed.
Oh God,
And I
it
think that
was
added
incredibly
to the-
mixed.
Oof. It added to the issues.
Added to the issues is crazy.
Issues.
Hi, Angel. Was good. How are you? Great meeting you.
I'm good. I'm happy. This is so exciting, you know.
Yeah.
I'll give you a heads up of something you don't know. Like at the beginning of every pod, we just keep quiet and hear me talk. Like there's something about like when I start talking, like she don't want to. She wants
He's doing
that.
this for Lagos women.
I need you. To
Lagos
know,
women and women in diaspora.
this may be knowing too much. Wait.
Not a fraud.
He's selling himself through this.
As
I
you
swear.
should. Sell your markets.
Good.
I mean, what's the market actually?
Please. The title of today's podcast is Do-Overs. And so Ade wants to explain how that will work.
All right, so I think like the general idea around this is just like going back in time. If you could relieve particular situations, issues, obviously we try to keep it to things that were relationships. Like how would that be across all boards of relationships?
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. You guys went to high school together. I guess like a good start would be were you guys set mates, were you guys classmates, or where was the relationship? Were you guys bunk mates? Like I want to hear if you would do it over. Would you have been on the top bunk? Would you have been at the bottom bunk? Like I actually want to just take me through a little bit of it. Like first of all, it's like what was the relationship in high school?
No, from the first day Vanessa and I met, you know, I moved. I was a transfer student, so I didn't start off in Atlantic Hall. I was in Lekki British for 1 year. Then
I
my
have
mother-
never heard anybody that said they went to I know BIS, I know.
Lekki British International High
That's
School.
a
If you
real
know, you
school?
know. It's a real school.
I know where it is.
It's, you
but,
know
like,
where it's a thing.
real people
We
went
used
there.
to pay school fees in dollars. I don't know if they're still doing it,
Whoa.
but it was crazy. And my
Pretty
mom
crazy
was
now.
very ambitious with me. But she's like, you need a taste of Nigeria. So she said, go to Atlantic Hall. And
Taste of Nigeria.
she said, you can't be in Nigeria and not be in Nigeria. I said, wow, okay.
Mm.
So-
Lucky British. She said lucky don't count.
that was just for funsies, you know.
It's the Atlantic Ocean we have right beside us here.
Bro, no. Atlantic Hall.
No, Atlantic Ocean. So it's like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's like takes you to Nigeria, you know.
Yeah.
Like in the waters of Nigeria. You were also in waters in Lekki, most likely, because I know that route floods till today.
It does. You can't swim, and it's crazy, but it's okay. So
Cheers.
I was a transfer student, and I came in with my brother, who was like 1 year below me. So Vanessa was in JS1, I was in JS2.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You're not in the same set.
No,
You already know where this is going.
Continue.
but no, honestly, like Vanessa and I, we clicked. Thank God. Like it was rough for me that first year, and she was one of the only people that was like really good to me, like genuinely. Yeah, I was very easily taken advantage of, and I literally have flashbacks. But I'm like, no, Vanessa was nice to me, and I liked her.
Yeah.
We took care of each other.
We did. You really came through. I can't lie.
Oh,
You really did.
thank God you're saying that, because like something that like I guess it's very easy to be very hypercritical about yourself
True.
and how you'd want to be better to people. But I realize the fact that you're even caring about being better to people is a good sign.
It is.
I feel like going back in secondary school, the emotional maturity, I wish I had just an ounce of what I have now.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I always felt like I had to prove that I had authority.
Right.
And I'm just like, no, girl, like, maybe you don't have to shout.
Yeah.
But that's how we always
Yeah,
were
that was
trained.
the
Like,
only
if you're like a
debate.
prefect,
Exactly.
you have to shout.
Were you
If
the
you're,
prefect?
I was head girl.
Hey!
What?
Just so you
She
know,
was.
like, I don't have enough maturity. To,
Oh no.
but like, wait, yo, bro.
Was it a surprise?
I'll give you a heads up. So I don't know if you know, like in high school, and like obviously the first 2 years out of high school,
Yeah.
there's a thing like I don't want to call it like a treasure chest, a treasure chest. Sorry.
Okay.
But it's like a thing where obviously girls, the babes are very fine. Obviously everyone wants to link with this type of
Yeah.
babes. But it's like just outside of that, she's a very fine babe and everything. We now start to have like levels to treasure chest.
Oh.
So like let's say you were in your SS2,
Yeah.
SS3.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely want to have something to do with the head girl.
Well, I was.
Yeah, I'm not proud
You're
of it.
fried.
As of today, I might not be proud of it, but I remember back then, like,
I'm tired of
you were dancing with head girls in the so, two things. First of
Okay.
all, obviously, we're going to go to the relationships in high school.
Okay.
But like, I just want to ask, like, were you sporty in school?
Was I like a sport
were
person?
you?
I was horrible at sports. Like I remember my sport. What club was house? I was in Sapphire House.
Yeah, Sapphire.
And like we didn't have that 4-person track whatever.
Mhm.
So we didn't have somebody to run, and they picked me. I'm just like, this is horrible because I am not the 1 or the 2. This is not. You guys don't know what you're doing, but we were desperate, and I lost with dignity.
Exactly.
I lost with dignity,
You
and
just needed someone to participate.
and then I stepped up. But going back to your earlier point, I think that I was a Jesus baby. Like
yeah.
I remember one guy, his name was Ugo Agu. He told me, guy, we don't want God to strike us or something like that. I said, what do you mean? But that's So guys, only 1 or 2 maybe approached me, but I didn't really even blossom till law school.
Yeah.
You understand? Once you're in the
Takes
Code of
time.
England
Yeah.
and you come out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the burning to ashes. Oh, blossom, they blossom. Blossom matter.
Oh my
Bubbles
God! Not bubbles.
Back. We're taking it back.
So, since she's obviously blossom now,
Mhm.
was this like a pop-up girls thing, or it's just like you guys were friends from the side in high school? It was like you were bubbles, buttercup.
I mean, there was none of that. So she had a group of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie, Chidera, shout out to the girlies.
Shout out to
Okay,
the
it sounds like
girls.
you like these girls. You
Oh my
usually
God,
don't
they
like them.
adopted me. I was
Yeah.
very lost. and
She's so cool.
confused. Like I
Mhm.
was very lost, and I didn't think my set mates like understood me to a good extent. So
Yeah.
these guys just found me somehow. I
Mhm.
don't know how we met.
Mm-hmm.
I remember where.
I feel like we were in the same room.
Yeah.
We were in the same room
Where?
because they mixed just ones and just twos together, and I feel like we could have been bunkmates. I know our beds were
Very close, right?
we're very close.
Yeah.
But we were in the same room, and that's how we integrated.
I see.
You understand?
Were
Just
you guys
weird.
ever in the room alone together?
I don't know what you mean by that. Next.
Let me tell you, I'm going to just.
out of
The
pocket.
thing about it is that all of these implications you're implicating.
I don't know.
The thing is, I'm not even offended. My own is
Exactly.
more like,
Wow.
I don't want your podcast getting censored, please.
Yeah.
No,
I don't want to talk too
Exactly,
much.
so explain your
My-
question.
So
my-
if
my-
either you give
my
us the
big-
explanation,
Wait.
Exactly.
or
Wait. Wait. Let me tell you what I would not do on this podcast.
okay,
I am a black
Mm.
heterosexual
Mm.
Nigerian
Mm.
Yoruba man.
as they all
See,
claim.
See,
Mm.
see.
Mm.
She played too much. She
No, but like clearly they do most.
I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Like, be what you want, because the gays they don't need you there. Like you don't have to join the community. Be as straight as you want.
So my thing is,
Mm-hmm.
there's some questions that men
Okay.
Okay.
are going to ask me. Now, why didn't I ask?
Oh, so you're
I said-
representing men.
So it's like, yeah, so before we start having all those questions in the comment sections,
Okay.
I might as well just, I'm doing you guys a favor.
Okay.
When you have to get hunt down your
You know
Instagram,
what? It's
to come and
fine.
ask you personally. Is
It's
that right?
fine. Actually, that's actually perfect. Ask away.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I love the
that's
logic.
all for the next 10 minutes.
Back to the question.
Oh, yeah, so let's just,
relationships. What would you
let's-
do over from secondary school? I'm taking the mic away from.
What would we
Ivy.
do?
Tell me.
Relationships all over again from
No,
second?
like which relationship? A friendship? You didn't date, did you?
No, I had like one week old boyfriend.
Oh boy.
a whole week.
A whole week, maybe 2. And then he wrote a note breaking up with me.
What?
Yeah, that was really cute, wasn't it? And you know who you are. So like just know
Why?
that
What would you do differently about that? Would you have said nah from the beginning?
Or would you
I
have
would
sent him the
have
notes first?
Exactly.
well, I guess I would. At that time, I was just excited that this guy liked me,
Yeah.
and like even afterwards, I was pining away for him for a while,
Okay.
even up to like C school and
Aw.
whatever. It was crazy, and I had crushes on other guys. You get like I think one thing I would change is learning to not chase after what's not actively wanting you,
Word.
and like not making up these delusions in your
Yeah.
head that okay, this silence means something, like oh, filling in the gap. Oh, he didn't say this, so he means
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
You know, and just honestly learning that it's okay if nobody's showing that interest in you, because you know, it's okay. It's never that
Yeah,
serious.
it's
But
not
like,
that deep.
you
Plus,
know,
secondary
sometimes
school,
you're
they
looking
don't
for
even
that
know.
romance, you know,
Yeah.
you think that validation, the girls that had boyfriends, you want to be just like
I
them or
know.
whatever. And then there was another side of me I hadn't even explored, mind
Yeah.
you. And I don't know if I have regrets for not exploring it because I was extremely homophobic then.
Yeah.
But not from a place of hate, just from a place of ignorance. But
Yeah.
I could never have done that in secondary school. But it would be nice to have maybe tapped into that side of
Yeah.
me.
So
And-
that's the question I was about to ask. No,
Okay.
technically. Funny
That's
enough, that's the
fine.
question I was about to ask. So we're saying if we could go back in the day, let's say this minus 10 years, 10 and 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm talking about like the
I feel
beginning
so
of,
old.
I know.
Oh my god.
so if we could go back to the beginning of high school,
Uh-huh.
or like let's say halfway through high school, the dark, lonely nights, you know, when people start getting sexually active, would you say you have tested this a little bit better with some nice a-hole pies?
Yeah. I'm leaning more on no than yes,
Yeah.
because I don't think that I could have handled it appropriately, and I don't think I would have had that emotional support that I
Yeah.
have like now.
Yeah.
You know, I was very much so like deeply in the Christian faith at that time, and
Yeah.
not even from a place of like goodwill, but from a place of fear.
Yeah.
And then like that was not even like the norm.
Like,
So where do you even start from? Like even the ones that actually managed to even know themselves early, I'm sure it wasn't easy. So I don't think I yes, to the point that maybe that could have actually changed my trajectory. I would have more confidence, or I wouldn't have been so male centered.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, sometimes I do think, oh, maybe I should have, but I
Yeah.
didn't know any better now. so.
Exactly. We're too young to.
Yeah.
If you got a do-over at that same age, you might not have done anything differently.
Yes, man, because I have peace of mind. You feel me? Like, I think my life decisions, although some could have been done over again,
Yeah.
as long as I'm child free, I'm fine.
Real shit.
I'm fine. And that's that.
wait. So Vanessa, I'm about to ask you the exact same line of questions
What?
now. But you know the craziest thing I saw? So I always feel very heap whenever I see things that are currently trending on TikTok. But I see them, obviously I don't use TikTok. I'm just like, but like I see them on like Instagram, it pops up in my reels.
Yeah.
So I saw this one. I don't know, it's like there's a sound in the background because I checked a couple and it's the same sound. It goes, the girl is dancing, then she goes, I'm 19, body count 0, no child. And she said, wait, I'm like, wait, 19. Is that like,
Yeah. It's valid.
in the UK, I know that's a thing.
Yeah.
But like in Nigeria, people be having kids.
Yeah, they do.
At
It's hit or
19?
miss. Yeah.
very
Even as
possible.
early as 16, 17.
Exactly.
It's just that it's hidden.
Yeah, very,
It's
very
hidden.
well hidden. Some of
It's-
them
Oh,
leave the kids
that's-
with grandma.
Yes.
No,
or
no,
like
no.
something in some other states.
yeah.
You will never know.
I remember
Yeah.
one babe from the estate. I can't lie. Also, those kids had not finished high school and they went straight to Jan. Or no, not Jan. They went to some funny ass states in America, Oklahoma,
Yeah.
Alaska.
Nah, for real. For real. Like, as far as you don't have kids, like, before you're able to like handle it, I think you're good.
So
You're on a
Vanessa,
great
I
path.
don't think we could say the same for you. I saw that you have like 6 children.
Yes, I'm my first child. with
Ah,
active
da.
parents. So yes, I'm constantly mothering.
Okay.
Mother.
Mother.
Exactly.
So my question, let's go to in the beginning with you.
Okay.
Would you do it over again?
Or secondary school?
If you had the chance to not be the first child.
Oh, easily.
Oh.
Oh, easily. This shit is not nice. Like, no. I wouldn't do this shit again. Like, I wouldn't even come back to this world again. One.
That's real.
But, yeah. I wouldn't even come back to
I
this
was
world
not the only one
again.
that saw it, Abi.
Two, if I was to come back, I'm thinking princess of the house. So,
Like last born.
last born or only girl.
That'd be nice.
With brothers, that makes sense.
like older brothers or
Yeah.
younger brothers?
I
Older,
don't-
right? Because you still
older.
be, yeah. Because
Exactly,
you still be, yeah.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
you know.
that's the softest.
Good math.
That's the softest. Oh, Lord, because they do all the fighting for you,
And they
Like,
give
you
you
just-
money.
Look at me.
I'm not even speaking from
You get me?
experience.
Like,
I just
niggas
get
even,
it.
like, before guys even approach you, they'll already kind of scan the
They'll
area.
vet them.
Like, hello.
Mhm.
Exactly. That's like having bouncers for free.
Amen.
I would have been there like mad.
In another life.
In another life. That's the only one I'm trying to come back to. Rich parents, big brothers, only daughters.
Ah.
Soft.
That was a good question, by the way.
Igbo babes, right?
This
I love y'all
doesn't
babes.
mean I don't love my siblings.
But
I love
still.
them like mad. But in another life, guys, you know
what's
I
up.
would not come back as the other.
No.
She's not cute.
And you're
I still be
you're
there.
responsible, Seb. Me, I was responsible, and then I don't know. I
Head
became,
girl,
I
just so you
became
know.
useless.
Yeah. No.
I became
you needed
useless.
time
I
to calm
kind of
down.
like
Yeah.
useless myself.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was subconsciously or not.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm not much of a parent, like,
Yeah.
I don't have money anymore, guys,
Yeah.
like, so I can understand why
Yeah.
you would do over like
Yeah.
that. Me personally, I like the protection that being an ada brings. You get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You will now choose how much you want to be an ada,
True.
but yeah.
But ultimately, you can't. Being an adult doesn't. I don't think it ever allows you to give the barest minimum
Yeah.
because, like, they're like, hello. Like, do you know your position?
Do
It's
you
like
know-
being president. It's like being president and not giving president. You're like, hey, you're not just some.
You're not
nigga
just here.
in a- You're not flipping burgers today, baby.
No, go up
You
there.
have literally our family lineage is like it's on your
Wow.
shoulders. Like everything about us, the trajectory of the family,
Yeah.
how good your siblings are with you,
Yeah.
how good your siblings are to other people,
Mhm.
their academics, their ambition,
Yeah.
everything ties somehow
Mm.
to you. And I'm like, guys,
And for what? Are you
like,
getting paid?
what is the amount? What is the remuneration? I'm like, hey, what am I getting from this? Apart from more
Exactly.
expectations.
Exactly.
By the time I realized how much expectations were going to be on me, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to chill.
I love that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to chill.
Oh.
For real. Like my siblings are, I'd say, a little more, way more ambitious than me.
Whatever you guys say, like I'm sorry, like again, I'm just speaking as a Yoruba
He's the
black heritage spectrum, man.
first of all, last
Like
born.
all I care about
You're
is
the
the fact
last
that
born.
He's the last born.
clearly, as we were speaking
It's the
before, I was reading the-
personality.
You get me? Everything he shows.
I need
His face is shining.
Wait. I want us to play a game.
Okay.
Okay.
After this, let me tell you where we're going to. We're going to go. Fuck high school. Like I don't know.
Okay.
Like I don't really have a lot of memories from high school.
Okay.
But it's like we're gonna go what happened after high school and just to see
Okay.
what to do with it. And you guys went to two different countries,
Yeah.
two different parts of the world. You went to the US, you went to the
Yeah.
UK.
That was in the UK too.
She went to
What in the
uni
name of
there.
ghetto is this now? How can you
I'm
go
a
to-
global
UK.
citizen.
Yeah,
I went to
she was.
Birmingham.
Sorry, oh!
I didn't
You went to
feel
Bro.
these.
Alright, say the word.
Mm.
So I feel
What's the
like the game we're gonna play real quick just because of this last one thing. We're going to count. Do you guys know maths?
I
What?
tried to.
Heads up, these two people are lawyers, so it's
Regular
like
counting or decimals.
no. Regular counting. I want to
Okay.
teach you guys something.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's the first number?
0.
Oh, you're smart.
Yeah,
I
this is
thought
why
one.
this is actually why this babe
Oh.
is a law student. No, I need you guys to know that this babe just said the first number is 0.
Is it
So-
not?
It low-key is.
Is it not? That's the beginning
Jesus
of everything.
Christ.
Because I thought it was
Oh,
one.
oh my-
So
oh
what
my
does that
Is it
say?
0 and 4?
Oh my,
Please,
Oh.
am I wrong?
oh my God!
Correct
I don't like
your
it.
Okay,
She's
you know
wrong.
what? What is the first number?
One.
I that studied
One.
economics. It's the first number.
Yes.
But
Okay,
that was
so where's
smooth.
0? Is it 0 at the end?
0 is not 0 is
0 is not a number.
They say
Zero-
0 is not a number, right?
Is 0 not a number?
oh
Dun,
my
dun,
God!
dun.
I'm sorry.
Let me just look. I mean, because
Zero is nothing.
it's nothing.
So it's like this that argument where I don't know if you guys now you can digress, but I don't know what you guys saw when the babe said that 8 times 2 is 16, 8 times one is so 8 times 0. She now kept on arguing about how 8 times 0 should be 8 because if you multiply 8 times nothing, it should equals to
She needs to be slapped. Because why would you say that out loud?
0 is nothing.
Is she a mathematician?
Literally, 0 is not a number. It is nothing.
It's blank.
Blank.
So, but okay.
Oh yeah. So
I don't want
so
to. I don't want to talk about math.
so let's go back to this. I just want to teach you something today. So if I say
I'm
1,
stressed.
what's the next one?
2.
What's the next one?
3.
Okay, so now let's take it a little bit harder.
Okay.
So let's add English to the math.
Okay, that's fun.
So if I add ST to the 1, what's that?
First.
Okay. If you add ND to 2, what's that?
Second.
If you add RD to 3.
Third.
Okay, so now I have an older sister that's D.
Firstborn.
I have an older brother that's D.
Secondborn.
I am D.
Lastborn. Or thirdborn, sorry. I messed up, didn't I?
Look, I didn't
Can
know
you
this-
see?
I didn't know
I'm
the
the
game was
third
going.
child.
Yeah, the third one, because I just assumed
Third,
last.
you see?
I see what she said. I see what she
So
did.
it just matters on the mindset you look at it through.
Okay, that's
I
right.
can be the third child
Uh-huh.
Or the last.
But I'm the third child.
Because you already gave me the rules. I now assumed last.
Do you understand?
Okay. I'm stressed.
This is very,
stressed.
we said 5 numbers together and like Vanessa blacked out.
He's basically just saying that,
Right.
like, if we have a pattern first, second, third, right? But then, like, when we're following that pattern, and then I now come and say last, even though that's not part of
Is
the
it
rules.
first, second, last?
That's
It's
not what
first,
it is.
Second, third.
But it was like an assumption I made because I just rounded it up like that.
You see?
Rather than just following the
Assumpta.
pattern. You see how I'm supporting you? You come to me say
actually, we
assumpta.
can be guys. We can be guys. Oh, yeah.
Period.
Okay, so now just wait. So, like, so doing it again,
Uh-huh.
would you have gone back to the UK? If you had gone to the UK, would you go to the same schools?
Okay. Maybe the UK again, yes. For law. Very, like, what, 3 years?
Yeah.
As opposed to 5 years in some other places. Second
Yes.
degree, some
Yeah,
places,
Nigeria,
all
they're
that.
slapping you.
Like, exactly. So the UK, yes. Maybe not Kent. Kent was good for it was like a cuddly kind of part of England, but I think I needed to be like thrust into something more. I mean, coming from the home I came from, very sheltered. It came very sheltered into like a also very sheltered place. I was just like, okay, I can be extremely introverted. I can do nothing, just go to class and come back to my room, and that's it. And that's what I did for like 3 years.
So they should have chosen you
Go
into
around.
the
Didn't even
jaws.
go to Birmingham, never went to Leeds.
You didn't go out.
Nothing. Highest I went to was London.
Because London and Kent are close.
Exactly.
First.
So yeah, I would have completely redone it. I feel like I wasted my entire uni years. 3 years of my life I'll never get back.
It's
and
okay.
it hurts me so much. I think
Does
about
it
this-
really? Why does it
Yeah.
hurt you?
Because I could have done so much. Everyone had like so many more experiences from like uni.
She could have done
It's
drugs.
Don't worry,
Drugs.
they're recovering from those experiences.
She could have done drugs. She could have had a baby.
You can do it
She could have
now.
aborted 5 times.
Oh no,
We never
like,
know.
so
So many
like now
important
you're back
things.
home with your parents are like, wait, you had time to do all this. Why are you doing this now?
Oh, they actually think
Yeah,
that?
they-
That's cute.
I know, it's adorable.
I
It's
love that for
adorable.
them.
And it's very cute.
No.
Okay, so what would you have done differently?
Angel.
Me? Oh.
Would you have got to the UK? Would you have studied law?
Well, my own journey was a bit more complicated because I had gone to school 1 year in America
Yeah.
because I didn't know how law worked
There,
in the
right?
studying stuff. Like, I just thought you could just do your undergraduate degree in anything in America and then you go back to Nigeria and be a lawyer, right? Like, go to law school. I didn't know until my summer internship, like June, July,
Of the first year?
that actually you need to get an undergraduate degree in law and then go
Is
to
it-
law school.
I'm so sorry. Is that how it is? Like
Yeah.
in every country or just Nigeria?
You need unless it's America that you get your undergraduate degree in anything
Anything
and then you
else
go
and
to
then
law
law
school for
school.
3 years.
Yeah.
Does that make
Oh.
sense?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that
So
because
you
my
get
school guidance counselor, wherever you are, you know who you are. You know, try for me because I
That's
told you my
all.
dreams and you
That's
still
all.
let me do that.
Go
But it's okay.
anywhere, anyhow.
It's an experience. So
Yeah.
I never liked England. Never had any intentions. I was born there. Never had any intentions of living there, going to school there. But because I wanted to be a lawyer so
Yeah.
badly, I said I'll go to England to
Yeah.
study. Honestly, from my first day of contract law, I said, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm doing here.
I hear it.
And I was coming off the success of my book.
I see.
So, success and struggle, mind you.
Please plug the name of the book.
Oh, Diary of a Misfit, guys. You know, if you were in, like, you know, there were like some 10 schools from like 2010, 2012, maybe 2013.
BIS.
BIS, Green
Grinch.
Springs.
Corona.
There was a there were a set amounts of schools that my mom and I targeted. We had a book launch, book review, everything.
Yeah.
So
All they are saying is that
I
if your
might
school
be
was
in
not
your
in there, you'll
library
get
somewhere.
to. All they are saying is that if your school was not party, so go and look for the name of that book.
You went
If
to
it's not
other
your school,
schools
you
too.
get to.
I got a LinkedIn message once. Some person from Port Harcourt wanted me to come and do talk and everything, but I was in America. I couldn't.
But
even...
you're back now.
I'm back,
Please,
guys.
come on, plug this shit into schools.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd plug that because my character is a white lady, white
okay,
girl.
so maybe rewrite it.
I won't rewrite it. I'm actually, my real project right now is more for graphic novels, so I'm kind of transitioning into that. So when I transition into that, secondary schools, you won't hear the last of me.
Exactly. Watch out for this space, yo.
Period. But going back to the question, I feel like at that time I just did the best I could with the information that I had.
True.
Maybe I don't know if I would have gone to England, I would go to SOAS, the society.
SOAS, yeah.
Yes, I would have just studied history or African studies.
No, you would have killed it. Do you know? Do you know?
That would have just, if I
That
had
would
to
have
be
been
in
perfect.
England, because I think
Yeah.
America just was never the best idea for me either.
Yeah.
I always wanted to live in, when we moved to Nigeria, I always wanted to live in Nigeria. I was stuck. I was like, oh, I like Nigeria. I want to stay here.
Yeah.
But if anything, I would have gone to that school,
SOAS, yeah.
and I would have just focused on history. But history is very depressing, but I
True.
would have done African studies because I've always wanted an African-centered
It would
curriculum.
have been perfect for
Yes,
the line of
especially at
everything.
that time when I still had optimism.
I know.
I think I could have killed it.
You would.
But at the same time, I met one or two people in school that I never would have met them had I not gone to school.
True.
And I really loved them. Even in law school, the people I met in law school, I really loved them. Like, they're the ones that showed me what love is.
Fair.
So I don't think I would have traded that. But if I
Yeah.
could go over, law would not have been it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
What about you?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I tend to
Would
not
have
say this
changed-
publicly,
Yeah.
but like I love my life. Like I went from
You
high
loved
school.
uni.
Yeah, I like
You love to study.
I went from high school. I studied economics. Like,
I know.
have you met me? So I actually love what I studied. I barely was ever in school. I
That
just-
kind of explains why you
Yeah.
don't have a problem with it.
yeah. It's like even in high school. Let me tell you. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but like I'd be crazy. Like my first year in high school, like it was a time, but like I had an older brother in SS1 who didn't really. Our relationship is crazy, but like people just don't fuck with you when you have an older brother because they don't know if he's gonna come and
They're scared now.
So then by year 2, my mom is on he's not serious. This and that. Send him to senior house boys hostel. So I was in SS1 hostel when I was in GS2. And like the idea is that they're going to punish you, they're going to do this, they're going to
They probably liked you.
Exactly.
they don't even give a fuck. Two reasons. First of all, you're not my business, you're not my problem.
Yeah.
That's the first reason. The second reason is this boy has a brother at SS2. Still, do you understand? So like, and that just kind of excluded, and I suffer it till today, because even like my jobs, like I've never really had a position that has me coming into work or anything. So like from GS2, I stopped going for prep because I'm in senior house boys and like they don't go for prep. I stopped having to go to classes early. I stopped. Like, do you understand?
By
So
mistake.
I moved from that to I went to school in Nigeria. I went to school in Lagos. That's the craziest thing that could have ever happened to me. So I was getting allowances like at least for the first year. Like I was in the UK, but I was in Niger, and I was living with my aunt in VI. I started. Funny enough, by the end of the second year, I rented an apartment in Yaba where my dad
Which
wanted
school
me
did
to.
you go to?
I went to University of Lagos. Actually,
Unilag,
people call it Unilag.
okay.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just.
Are you a clown?
I don't know what to say to you right now,
Like-
but that's good because you can have a a life in Unilag if you have the money.
Yeah.
You had a
and-
great one.
So
Yeah,
like
the
I had
funds.
in the first year I had money. And like remember I was on this my reckless run of doing things that I wish I had done in uni.
Yeah.
And like now in high school.
Yeah.
And I just had access and like
Yeah.
so I remember in the first year of second, my dad cut me off. So I started I was either going to be broke for the rest of my life or
Okay.
go work for my cousins. And that's like a big part of my life. Just
Yeah.
that transition
Yeah.
to working for my cousins.
Mm.
And that's like shaped my life to today just because of
Yeah.
well, so yeah. This
You
is the
wouldn't
good
change
life,
shit.
better than life
I
I
like
live.
it.
When I thought I was gonna go.
I think that's beautiful.
It's a very
Yeah, so
great thing
yeah,
to have.
I'm chilling. I don't want to say I'm winning at life, but like I know they suffer.
You can say
man.
you're winning if it's fine now.
I know they suffer.
You know why you should say if you're not winning, you're losing.
Exactly.
Period. There's no in between.
Exactly.
Do you know you said she said something earlier in the thing when she said something about winning or losing. And I was gonna say, you remember that time John Legend is your Rama, let me tell you.
Oh
He said,
no!
even when you are losing, even when it was something about even when you lose, you're winning.
I don't know. I think it's beautiful what you said. Oh,
Oh,
I know. I think no.
But that one guy did the whole Nigerian version of John Legend's All of Me now.
Yeah.
So that's a
Who
proper.
who did it?
Don't you guys know that song?
I remember. All of me. I hated it because they kept playing it so much,
Jesus,
and then they had the slow version, and then no, they had the fast version. And I'm like, can you give me a break? Go play Ordinary People. But that's besides the point.
On theory, 1,050 billion of why I say Igbo women hate love. When I say Igbo women,
I just said it's a
It's
song.
like-
Oh, I
you
said
understand?
play
Those
Ordinary
Igbo
People.
songs that
women
they overplayed too.
hate love.
We love love and we love money. How
Igbo-
about that?
She could not even just say it. She could just. She literally could not say Igbo women love love. They just had to add and love money.
Because it's 5 and 6.
Because exactly. And money.
Keeps our world
That's
going
what
round.
happened on Titanic. That guy didn't have money. Why do you think he went through all that?
He went through a lot.
He go through all that. He was poor.
We don't do that here.
And the minute she stepped into his life too, she started suffering.
It's true. They say that energy transference.
Energy transfer like money does not transfer.
Like, oh Jesus.
All right.
That's true. That's true.
So we're gonna do this little part of the pod today and just see like we want to test your mindset as to what has happened and like just like it's not a throwback. It's what's the name of this pod again?
Do-overs.
Do overs here. So just like going back and like picking out your craziest experience or like moments in life at this particular point. But instead of saying like how we've done with our high school, university,
Yeah.
I'm going to say the name of the song
Okay.
and you're going to tell me where you were.
Oh. Okay. I hope I.
Hopefully
okay.
we know these songs.
That's what I'm just hoping, but I think we'll be fine.
So I'll try my best.
I
I'll
believe in you. Don't worry.
I'll try my best.
Okay.
And it would be so cool to also see if you guys can figure out what year this is. But it's like,
Oh.
to be fair, if you can remember when that song was a song,
Okay.
you should be able to remember
where I was.
where you were. So she'll also
Yeah.
tell you like, yeah. Okay, so let's start. Let me try and start as nice as I can.
Okay.
Baby Justin Bieber.
Oh my God, that was like just two. So it's 2008, baby. Should I love Justin Bieber? Oh my God,
Look, that was the time.
Ah!
People had posters.
he was such a pretty boy.
People had posters.
Oh.
Like,
What do you guys do with these posters? Tell me about it.
I don't know.
No, I didn't
never
have
had
posters,
them, but, like
shout
you
out
had
to-
people that had like those Bop magazine thingies.
Yeah.
And, like, picture of Justin
You know
Bieber
what? Yeah, the
and stuff.
magazine. You open it up and you see it's like a
there's
2-pager.
newsprint, Yeah.
So what do you use with these things in the night?
didn't-
Tell me.
We didn't
just
have
saw
our
them,
own. We didn't have our
Jesus.
own.
But people had Justin Bieber in like some like lockers. Like,
He-
stuff like
yeah.
that. It was a thing.
That was 2000, probably 2008.
Okay, so you guys just had to
2000
fantasize.
Maybe 2008,
when you were-
2009.
Probably, yeah.
I literally remember being in the common room, like, you know, when you have like
Oh,
a room for we
yes,
can
that
watch
common
TV
room.
once they'll let us be human beings for the
common
weekend.
room.
And you just watch the music video.
That was
That was just
all we
around
used to do.
that was just around the time the Illuminati like allegations were coming up.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
I couldn't listen to Lady Gaga
Yep.
for years.
Yep.
Let's go back. Next
Next
song.
song. But we love you, Lady Gaga.
Shout out Lady Gaga.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna go. This is the last one from back then. Replay, yes.
Wait. Shawty's like a melody in my
Shawty
head.
like a melody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Secondary school before.
That was in secondary school. That was in 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
Because I remember it was like, I remember the video. It was like roller skates, na. And you know him, Sean Kingston, and Sheo Cruz are all alike.
You will always be loved.
Mm.
You will always be loved, Sean.
Shorties, like I remember
Oh my
that
gosh,
song.
you know
man.
what? Another one that comes to mind is that guy, that Gemini guy, like a red nose. Like, that was a thing in secondary school.
Wait, is it Jeremiah?
Yes, Sage the Gemini.
Oh, him. Oh, that's Jordan Sparks
Sparks,
dated him
yes,
and Jeremiah.
yes.
Hey, Jonas Pascal, you need to come on this episode.
Jason Derulo. She loves the
Jason
R&B
No, she didn't. Wait, sorry. She dated Jason Derulo
Yes.
and Gemini.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes,
And
yes,
didn't
yes.
date
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah is he's living his life.
I don't know one person like that's been linked to Jeremiah.
Well, most times when that kind of thing happens, they're living a life that you don't even want to dig into. But I like gist though. But I don't worry, we'll hear things in a few years, as always. Go on.
You see, evil babes plotting a man's downfall while he's off. Coming to you from 101xfiles.com.
We're just being realistic.
Let's do two more songs.
Okay.
Vanessa, you remember Dorobuchi?
Yes.
Taken back to
This
Nigeria.
was what? Just 3?
No, Dobuchi was later. That was a later song. It was, I think I had just left secondary school. It was later because that was the Corey De Bello time.
Yeah. Oh no, that was the
Godwin.
time.
Dorobuchi. No,
That
it
was
was
the
after
time.
secondary school
Okay, fair.
because if it was during secondary school, we would have heard it too many times.
True.
Maybe it was one you were still in secondary school, so maybe
Probably when I
that
was
final
around
year.
leaving, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, next.
No, I actually want to hear, like, tell me something that happened to you back then.
I just remember that was when that babe, the northern babe, what's her, Deja,
Uh-huh.
when she came out, and everybody was just like, "Oh wow, she's so good," and then she just went off the face of the planet.
Yeah.
But Dorobuchi was around that time that I was struggling to start attending church. I think that was around that time that
Fair.
church was getting on my nerves.
Fair.
I hadn't left yet, but that was when I was just like, "Oh, I'm
But you're
tired."
still in Nigeria.
Why
You
we-
just weren't in secondary school then.
Yes, I think it was probably even uni because I know my lack of faith was around that time because
Not your lack
because the praise music they used to play Godwin in church.
True,
Literally?
True.
They used to play Godwin in church.
True.
So I can remember yeah.
True.
All right. So for the last one, Drip So Hard, Gonna.
Play it, sing it.
Drip so hard, I'ma start to close and fucking run drown up this ways. You know,
First year of uni or something. What the hell was
I
it?
can't remember.
I
it,
don't, okay, so
hard.
let me tell you why. It's crazy that you guys don't have any memories of this. I remember I had this one babe. This babe posts us so much. I got Igbo babe.
Your kryptonite.
He really likes
loves
Igbo babes, so because you've quoted us so many times. And it's just like you don't see us quoting men up and down,
me
or
Charles
respecting
say
I
us.
would say his money and then he shouts.
Me
But
Charles-
guess what?
I know he's
He
speaking
loves
Igbo.
them like
Me
that.
chanu seba poor.
Oh god,
Me
not
chanu
poor.
Me chanu seba
That's what he
poor.
was trying to say.
Poor, yes.
Poor.
I know. But he tried. To be
Poor.
fair.
I'm impressed.
Not too bad.
God.
Poor.
I just remember. Let me brush your brain. So I think it was like, I think it was her song of origin. She really liked the song. Then it was now like at a point it became our song. I just remember for some reason. I remember this one day.
Yoruba. They love love. They love love.
I can
Go
tell
on.
you everyone's a lower boy.
So I just remember like this one day, like using a bike somewhere in Aja. Even till tomorrow, most of the time, I rarely ever drive to Aja. Aja, my family house is in Aja.
Okay.
So like I'll Uber or I'll drive all the way to the beginning, and I'll just take a bike in and out. So I remember this one day just taking a bike out of that bumpy ass road, and like. So I feel like that's it on that part. Yeah. Then I feel like the only other thing is like obviously we've been getting guests on the show. Thank you so much, Angel, for coming on. I think we had seen. I was going to call you Ada, which is also right, just for
It's
clarity.
okay. You can. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
My bad behavior is just whenever I want to say an Igbo babe's name, I just go Chi first. If Chi does not
Oh
work, I say
my
Ada.
god.
But valid.
But my own is special. Like, you know.
I hear you, but like
Isn't
I
it
always just go,
A cherry.
Yeah.
A cherry one.
Never heard that in your life, have you?
yeah, no.
I know.
No. So
My
you
chi.
can't.
Still,
That's your bloody business.
God will help me with names. God will
But
help me
thank
with
you
names.
so much for coming on. with
Oh,
us, girl.
thank you for
This was
having me.
great.
This was fun.
I know.
Wait, so we did have someone send us an email just to like have the conversation as regards. So this is what the
Uh-huh.
email's handle was. My ex ended me up in prison. So we're gonna call this nigga right now and just I want to hear the story. I want to hear the story.
the story.
Alright, so like I had met her like at a party or something. I remember something like that. And we started talking. And she was bad as fuck. Like she's one of the baddest white girls I've ever seen in my whole life. I was like, I just had to, like, I had to say something. So me and her started talking. We
Wait,
started vibing and shit. And it was cool. Started dating. What?
no, keep going.
What?
you know,
No, it's okay.
usually when people say,
I thought you wanted to say something. You said wait.
no, no, you know, usually when people say, I had to. Like me as a Yoruba man, I had to means like, oh, I had to pipe. That's it. But like when you say I had to, then you go to dating. It's like, okay, okay, okay. I
Uh,
like where this is going.
like that the initial thought was not to like actually date her. It was actually just fuck. But I was like, she was cool, honestly. And like it was nice hanging around her a little bit. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna give it a
How long
go.
ago was this?
And then 2022,
Oh, okay. Ah,
yeah,
that's
that
all
was
right. That's all
2022.
right. Good.
Yeah. So yeah, we started like pseudo living together, but not really living together. Like she'll be at my place for a while, I'll be at her place for a while sometime. And it was just like that. And then I used to work late sometimes because I was doing a lot of stuff. So I would text her and be like, I'm gonna be late or something, and she won't really mind. But one of these days, my phone died and I didn't have my charger. I regret not bringing my charger that day, but like I didn't have my charger. And I just didn't text her that I was going to be late. So, and every time shit like this happened, she was almost, she's crazy. The girl was nuts. She still like stalking me. And all that shit. She would create fake accounts to like see what I was doing, all that kind of thing. I was like, there's nothing to do all that because I'm not cheating. Like, I'm not that kind of nigga. I'm not gonna do anything like that. But she was always like paranoid that like, yo, you're doing something. I was like, I didn't know what to do. So I just didn't text her that night that I was gonna be late. And this girl has very colorful brothers. They're into a lot of shit. So I go back home, park in the car. I literally like right in front of the house. Got like three guys. And I'm just like, fuck. I knew this
Wait,
was
wait, I
gonna
can't hear
happen.
you. Actually,
So I got out of the car and I'm like, what did she
bro,
tell you?
sorry, do
You
you
can't hear
mind? Do
me.
you mind increasing? Yeah, yeah. Can you increase your voice a little bit? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Is it better now? Yeah? Okay, cool. So like I got out of the car right, and I asked like the brother because he was there with like his two friends. And I asked her brother, I'm like, what did she tell you? Like what happened? And she says that you're doing shit, that you're fucking other girls, and like she wants us to like teach you a lesson or something. And I'm like, I like if that's the case, then I'm not a bitch. You guys want to fight? Let's fight. So this nigga like the left nigga, immediately I said let's fight. The left nigga just he swung at me like straight. He didn't even I didn't even know this nigga's name, but like this nigga swung at me and I weaved it and I was like okay, this shit's going down. So once I weaved the punch, I was like I'm going straight for our brother. So like so I went straight for our brother. I knocked him out. Literally, I weaved the punch, hooked his brother, and like boom, he went the fuck down. And I was like okay. Yeah, now this is the problem because now these niggas are gonna be like they're both gonna be on my ass. Then I heard a sound from the left side. This nigga had a knife. So in my head, I'm like, if that's the case, if we're gonna bring out weapons, shit, I'm no bitch. Like shit, I'm gonna air the fuck out of you niggas. Like this is not a joke. I will kill you niggas. But like, then the nigga was like trying to stab me. And I was like, shit, nigga, if you're really trying to stab me, I will really shoot your ass. I'm not joking. Like, I will shoot your ass. And the guy's like, yeah, do what you want. He's like trying to stab me. So like, I'm weaving the stabs and I'm really like, in my head, I'm just thinking of my mom. And I'm like, man, if I shoot this guy, I'm just like, fuck, man. I'm thinking about my mom. See, I'm thinking about my dad. I'm like, I can't go down like that. So I use my gun like the butt of my gun, and I hit him. I hit him on like the arm. So he dropped the knife. Then I hit him again with the gun. And I just kept on hitting him with the gun. Like I pistol whipped him so crazy, fucked up his face because I was really mad that he was fucking trying to stab me. And then like this was like this was like in the middle of the street. So people are calling the cops, obviously. And like before you know it, I heard the sirens. Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, fuck. So they tried to run away. They couldn't run away because like that nigga was still knocked the fuck out. The third guy, I don't even know what happened to him. He like, I think he left or something because I think when he saw how I was pistol whipping the fuck out of this nigga, he's like, I don't want no parts of this shit. So he dipped out. I don't know where he went. But that nigga was still knocked the fuck out when the cops came. And the cops are like, who did this? And then like literally I'm right on top of this nigga with a gun in my hand. And they're like, drop the gun! Drop the gun! Hey, get down on your knee! I'm like, oh, fuck. Fuck. Yeah, so I got arrested. I got charged, assault with a deadly weapon, all that shit. I went to jail actually. I went to jail for a few months. Yeah. Not even a joke. Not like prison though, like county jail. I didn't go to prison. I went to jail. So it's not on my record. Like it is on my record, but it's not like, it's not. But you feel me? It's not like it's affecting any of
I
like
hear.
like my job or anything like that. It was just I have like a misdemeanor. Yep. So
Like,
yeah, that was
wait,
2022. Went to jail for 8 months.
I have a question. Did you see her
Eight
after
months, not
this?
even life. Assault. You can actually look that shit up. No, no. Never saw her again after that. Literally, no. Never saw her again after that. Never saw her again after that. I went like when I got out of jail, I was just like, I don't even want no parts of this shit anymore. So literally, like, I blocked her on everything. Everybody, like, I was friends with her. Like, shit, I cut the fuck up. And like, that was when I was in Canada too. So because of like, I was there on a visa, and like because of how that shit went down, and I went to jail, they kicked me out. But I'm American. So like it wasn't an issue because I'm an American citizen. I just came here. So now I'm now I'm in the US.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
What was the most amazing part to you?
Angel.
See, when I was listening to the story, I just had flashbacks of all those cases we had to read up, about like, in fact, it's just very common. Like, first of all, the racial part of it all just astounds me. I'm like, oh, I don't, this is this,
Yeah.
and then ending up in jail is scary. 8 months
In jail?
Where's the fear of God now? How do you even recover from that? So I don't know, but I'm also very curious to know like the actual case, like
Yeah.
I might just be curious to Google it if I could and
Exactly.
read up on it.
Yeah.
Get the
I just want to see mugshots.
Not mugshots. Now you're being messy.
This is a messy man.
but in general, it'd be nice to actually get to
Yeah.
the nitty gritty and
Yeah.
see all sides.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like, first of all, that's very bold of him to share this story with us. I like it though. It's good. Share your mess. Embrace your disgrace.
You guys are just speaking like lawyers. I don't know what you're talking about. I just like
This
when
one, a
he was
legal
pistol
case.
whipping this nigga. Boom, boom.
This one a legal case now. At the end of the day,
Exactly.
audacity. You want to beat up
Exactly.
the white man? That's crazy. Okay.
Exactly.
But he's just because he's an American citizen. Like, when they say you get deported, if you're a Nigerian and they deport you, they
It's a
they
problem.
deport you. Like, you're coming back from America. But it's like, you're in Canada and they deport you to America. It's like,
I mean, that doesn't count.
nah, that's like,
I think the disgrace is still there, Sha.
like,
For who? As far as you not come back to me, your uncles and aunties, and they're asking you what is wrong with
That's
you.
true. But you know how sad it has to be that Canada is telling you to leave. Of all places in the world,
Canada is
Canada.
the sweetest place. If you're not being sweet to them, get out.
That's what I'm saying. But you know how sad it is. That's like the nicest person dissing you.
True.
You really messed up if
True.
Canada is sending you
True.
away. Like America, England, they like to send everybody away. But
True.
Canada?
True.
Oh, nah.
I
we
like-
have-
I like-
That you fucked up.
I like how we're always on different things. Now, I'm just thinking about like different family members they've probably deported before, but just casually came back and said, they're tired.
You know, all that abroad thing is not even like that. Like, it's not even.
It is too cold.
It is too cold, and that's so true.
I like.
All this, they're liberal, they're gay.
Meanwhile, they deported you.
Meanwhile.
I don't know if you guys know. Again, I'm actually very hip. Like for my
Anybody that says they're hip,
I'm hip, nigga. So I don't know if you remember, like 2 years ago, about a year ago, 2 years ago, this one clip from I think it was like an Afmac movie from back then.
Oh.
Where that guy had like something. I'm just coming back from Casablanca.
Oh, no.
You know in Casablanca.
Was it Igwe Tupac or was it Southwest? What's that one?
Then you know their names?
No, I don't think he
Tupac.
came from wherever, but I just thought of Igwe Tupac. I'm
No,
sorry.
we need to. We actually need to find that clip. I'm not even joking. That you know in Casablanca we say Casanamatopia,
Oh my
Atrigotaria.
God.
Are you guys serious? You don't know this?
I think I know it. I just
You
not
know
sure
what?
if it is South. I feel like it's this other movie that came out where the guy was talking. I think I know it. There was a viral clip that came from it, and it wasn't that moment, but yeah, it was after Igwe Tupac for sure.
You know Tupac used to act.
Does-
You don't know St. Charles Okocha now?
Oh,
Snitching on my ass like crazy.
Did he act? I didn't know he used to act.
Igwe Tupac is that's a movie, guys.
Are you serious? I never saw.
Oh my god!
I feel like I would cry if I saw
It was
that.
2014,
Are you serious?
2015.
That's insane. That's-
That
Yeah,
was-
it was like
that was
how many
serious.
parts? And it was like a whole thing, snitching on my ass like crazy. Snitching on my ass like mad. You niggas snitching on my ass like crazy. Snitching on my ass like mad.
Maybe in the next episode I'll tell you about this one time when I snitched in high school. My guys still hate me till tomorrow. Just
no.
come on. But, like,
Imagine.
thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Angel, for coming on.
Thank you so much. It was lovely seeing you.
Thank you for having me. Like, this is so cute. I love it.
Bye, Ade. Bye, everyone.